with Saint-Joseph. It's an early ripening Syrah. So let's say in terms of the order would pick the grapes, we would start with the Lieu Dit Blanc, then we'd do the Viogniers, then would probably do the White Hermitage, but not necessarily, sometimes it's later. And the first of the reds would be the Lieu Dit Saint-Joseph. So starting with the Lieu Dit Saint-Joseph to keep reasonable maturities. So what is a reasonable maturity for me? I would say 13.5, 13.7. Once again, to get this maturity in the past, it was very, very rare. So we're in a zone or in a region where we're allowed to chaptalize. And I remember when I was a kid, we were picking the grapes the last days of September, beginning of October, and chaptalizing almost every year. Nowadays, we pick the grapes, the reds, around the 20th, 25th of September. And to make kind of a funny joke, because France is what it is with a lot of administration, a lot of survey, a lot of controls, people that look after the stock of sugars in France are the customs. So I had a custom control a few years ago, I think last year or 2 years ago. So they came to the winery, a lot of custom people, you know, with a beautiful whatever. And they say, okay, we came here for the sugar, so we want to control the sugar. So they went to the warehouses where we have our stocks of sugar. And when they came back, they were smiling. They were smiling, saying, okay, you can relax, we've counted everything, everything is perfect, so there's no problem, it's fine. There's just a little mistake. Okay, what's the mistake? Well, you made a mistake because you mentioned that the last time you bought sugar was in 1996. And I said, it's not a mistake. The last time I bought sugar was in 1996. That is to say, you see, we're working on old stocks of sugar when we chaptalize today, just because you know, the global warming makes that 97, 98, 99, 2000, 2001, I didn't have to chaptalize. I did in 2002, of course. In 2003, not at all, etc. So you see that the use of sugar is definitely less important today with the global warming than it was in the past. Generally speaking, we have a vision of the Syrah which is a northern vision. So we always think Côte-Rôtie, and Côte-Rôtie being the northern appellation, it's very logical that we harvest the latest. And generally speaking, Guigal is among the latest to harvest in Côte-Rôtie, with exceptions, we'll talk about it. The result is that the stems are often partially ripe. So we're big fans of partial destemming. So there are very, very few vintage where I can tell you it's destemmed 100%. We always try to keep a little bit of stem. 2010 that all of you in the room will love and enjoy. But for many customers, they will forget about the tannins, and they will forget that these wines have a strong personality with bigger tannins. So let's say 2009 is extremely charming, is extremely open, is very smiley, and 2010 is collectible, desirable, but the tannins are bigger, and you'll need to wait a little bit longer for the 2010.